This week's theme, Sweet Potatoes Part 2. Now, on with the show. Welcome to Reparations Wednesdays, cooking and lifestyle hacks with Jackson. Uhuru, this is Jackson. I'm a proud member of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement. The Uhuru Solidarity Movement is the mass organization of white people working under the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party, organizing in the white community to win other white people like ourselves to a stand in principled material solidarity with African self-determination, national liberation, and reparations. Our job is to win white people to raise resources that go towards the African-led economic development and political programs of the African People's Socialist Party as a concrete expression of our commitment to reparations to African people. The USM 3 principles of unity are that 1. We work under the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party. 2. We recognize that African people have the right to lead their own struggle. And 3. We work in the white community for reparations. I am making this YouTube series as my Reparations Challenge, one of many fundraisers held by members and supporters of USM to raise reparations to African people. Now let's get started. Barbecue sweet potato sloppy joes. So here I have shredded sweet potato in my cast iron skillet, and you can use olive oil, but today I use coconut oil. Here we have the sauce that I made out of tomato paste, and you can put, soy sauce. If you want, but I used a coconut replacement for soy sauce here that has amino acids instead, so it's going to taste just a little sweeter, but that's good with me. I don't do as well with soy. I put in some salt and chili powder, onion and garlic powder. So I'm going to mix this in. It's going to taste a little bit different from barbecue sauce, but this is what I'm doing. You can also add, of course, regular ingredients to barbecue sauce like Worcestershire sauce and liquid smoke, but this is what I'm doing today. Now, if you are someone who is sensitive to or allergic to nightshades, or at least tomato, there are replacements for this. You can use a nice plum sauce, that apparently works really great, or if you are willing to have it taste a little bit different, you could use mustard or peanut butter, or there are a number of other alternatives. Here I have it all stirred in. I'm going to put the lid on it so it can set a little bit and get a little softer. Of course, right now the sauce looks very red because of no Worcestershire sauce and some other usual ingredients, but this is a healthy make-at-home option that I'm doing. And of course, if you just want to use the barbecue sauce out of the bottle, go ahead, and this is an easy meal. And I want to shout out my coworker Jen for telling me about this recipe that I based this off of. And now you enjoy. So I let it sit for 10 minutes until it's nice and soft, and depending on how mushy you want, you can leave it longer. So you can put this on a sandwich, but I am having it just on its own with some celery and Brussels sprout coleslaw that I made with some vegan mayo, and going to enjoy. And now for some quinoa stuffed sweet potatoes. So here is some quinoa I'm roasting, and now I'm going to add in some veggie broth. A little bit of a hot pan here and cold veggie broth. And just want to make sure that it is covered enough so that it will boil. Maybe a little bit more here. You want to get it, as you've seen in other ones, if you've been watching this channel, a little bit over. So actually, perfect. We'll make some more. And maybe it's a little bit too much water, but that's alright. It will sitting for a little bit, it will absorb the moisture, and now we're going to get this to a boil. So put it on high and have your lid ready to cover it. Stab these potatoes, cut off the ends. You want to make sure you cut off anything that looks like this, that is a root growing. You don't want to eat that, so cut that off. Also, if any pieces look a little weird, cut those off. It'll be fine as long as you get those pieces off. And now either you can bake them in the oven or the microwave. Microwave takes a shorter amount of time. Some people don't like to use the microwave because they feel it damages the nutrition of the food. So do whatever pleases you and works for your lifestyle. I brought this to a boil, and now it is starting to cool down and simmer. That I've put on low. I did put in some sea salt and some chili powder, and now we're going to put the lid back on. I'm going to add some veggies as well. I added some veggies, including some tomato and mushroom, and I did put too much veggie broth in it. It will soak up a lot of it with some time, but I'm making this meal right now. But there's ways around that. If you accidentally put too much broth, like I often do, is you just scoop it out like that and get what you want of it. And you can always make quinoa soup too if you haven't made your baked potatoes yet. There's all sorts of ways around stuff with food. So have fun and enjoy your mistakes. And so here we have the finished product. So I scooped out the inside of the sweet potato and then mixed it in with the quinoa and veggies. And then put it all in the scooped out sweet potatoes that I baked. And then I put some chili powder on top of it for a nice tasty garnish. And there we are, and my roommate and I are going to very much enjoy these. And now for some coconut milk chia seed sweet potato pudding. Coconut milk chia seed puddings is one of my absolute favorite desserts. You can also have it for breakfast or snack or any time. You can put, within reason, anything you want in it. I'm going to put in sweet potato, of course, as well as some dates and berries. Now coconut milk in the pan here. I have it turned to medium. I'm going to add in a bunch of chia seeds. That's good. Yeah, I like putting a lot in because then you get that extra protein and goodness, and it gets, I like the texture with it having a lot as opposed to only a little bit. It gets a little bit more puddingy. Put some sweet potatoes, first I baked the sweet potato, then took off the skin, cut it up a little bit, and put it in a food processor with some dates, and I put it in here and I'm stirring it up a little bit to get it all mixed in and not quite as clumpy. So now I've mixed it up and I've turned it on low now because you definitely don't want it to scorch up. And I put in some cinnamon and nutmeg and clove. And now I'm going to add in the berries. Added in blueberries and cardamom, and you'll see that it's now a nice thick texture. So now it is all ready to serve. Now you can of course have it hot, or you can have this cold. And whatever you prefer, you could have it as hot dessert in the evening, and then have it as a nice cold breakfast in the morning. Whatever you like. I like it both ways. So, yeah, now you have a nice sweet potato dessert here. Here we have it. I put some cinnamon, extra cinnamon on it as a garnish, and about to dig right in. There have been a number of articles about the oppression and exploitation of African farm workers on sweet potato farms, especially in North Carolina. And, I just want to recognize that, our food comes at the expense of African labor. It comes at the expense of the indigenous peoples whose land this is and from whom it was stolen. And, all of these resources, the wealth from exploited labor, this is passed down and circulated in the white community, and to recognize that everything we have, including our food, comes at the expense of African people, of indigenous people, of colonized peoples, and this is why we owe reparations, and why I am holding these Reparations Wednesdays as a fundraiser for the Black Power Blueprint. I really want to express my appreciation for everyone who has been donating, everyone who has been sharing, subscribing. I really want to appreciate all of you for tuning in and for supporting this reparations challenge. Every episode has a goal of $50 in reparations. Please donate at uhurusolidarity.org and put in the comments that it is for Reparations Wednesdays. You can also pay reparations by volunteering your time, by volunteering for USM, by volunteering for Uhuru Foods and Pies, by volunteering for the Black Power Blueprint. People from all over the country will be coming to Maker Faire to volunteer with Uhuru Foods and Pies, a fun way to raise reparations to African people. One of the ways you can volunteer is by joining the Uhuru NTU Volunteer Brigade for the Black Power Blueprint. Go to blackpowerblueprint.org to sign up. And of course, you can hold your own Reparations Challenge fundraiser. The Reparations Challenge is a campaign of the Uhuru Solidarity Movement. Please subscribe to be notified about the next episode. What questions do you have? Leave a comment. Next episode will be how to clean your blinds.
Thank you for watching Reparations Wednesdays Cooking and Lifestyle Hacks with Jackson.